Hi, I wanted to show you how to use a new iPhone app for the WUSS conference, the SAS conference. So you can tap on the icon, and the first screen that is displayed are all the events that's going to be happening at the conference. And this is organized chronologically, so if you look here on the left, you see the time, and there's a banner for the dates. So if you keep going down, you'll see the next date. There's a lot of events. You can also navigate by day. If you look on the right here, if you tap here, it jumps down to Thursday. If you tap on the bottom, it jumps down to Friday, and you can jump back to the Wednesday. Another way to find a particular event is to type in the actual name by searching either the author or the paper presentation name. So for example, I'm interested in ODS type of presentations. When I type ODS, as you can see, as I'm typing, it instantly subsets, kind of like the instant search on Google. And when I hit search, it shows me all the papers dealing with ODS. And I can go into any particular one of these, and I can view the title and the detailed abstract here. Now, if you were to put this on the horizontal view, you can see in a longer text depending on what you prefer. If I hold it vertically, you can also view the map as to where it's going to be happening. So if I click on map, it zooms in on the Mission Ballroom 2. You can pinch too to get a closer view as to where it relates, and you can zoom out to see where the whole floor plan is at the hotel. So you can go back, and once you like this, you can click attend. This means I already marked for attend earlier, but you can put all the events that you want to attend. You can actually also view the paper by clicking on this. Now this is the only time where it's actually downloading the entire PDF version of the paper. The other screens are all part of the application, so the title abstract is local, so it's really fast. But in this case, it took a little time because we're actually downloading the entire paper PDF version using your connection, either 3G or Wi-Fi. So again, you can switch it to another side view if you prefer, and to get a bigger. You can also zoom in, really close to get a view of the text. You can double tap to get the full column. So if you scroll down, you can see the entire paper along with any example code or even graphics if there are any. Like for example, in this case, I can zoom in on a particular image. So once I finish viewing that paper and I like it, I can have press attend, which I did. So I'll go back to the events. So that's the event screen. Now once I clicked on attend, if you go here to the schedule, these are the ones that are personal to my schedule. Each time I add a new event, it adds it to my schedule, so I know, and it also tells me alerts if I have duplicate events happening at the same time. So in addition to events, you can go to papers. Now the difference here is that it's organized by section and it's alphabetized versus chronological. So as you can see, this one is the analytics and statistics, and I can scroll down, and this one has application development. So for example, I can do a similar search where I can type in a search criteria. For example, how about I'm interested in papers having to do with the iPhone, and in this case there are two papers having to do with the iPhone. One is particular to this app, but in a similar way you can drill down and you can view the paper, look at the map as to where it is. So it looks very similar. The only difference is that you have the option of rating this paper, adding the number of stars after if you're sitting at the top, you can rate how many stars you like this particular paper. So once you have all those, you can actually go to the map itself. This lists all the different rooms, and when you tap on it, it goes to that particular, similar to what we did before, where we were jumping directly from the events or the paper view, but this is just all the maps. Essentially, it's one big floor plan, and each one will jump to a specific room in which you can zoom in and out. The last thing is a Twitter application, which in essence, as you are attending the conference, as people send messages with the keyword of WUSS 2010, it will appear on this. I sent a message earlier here, and it shows the Twitter messages here. You can actually then type in a new Twitter message. Of course, you have to log on. So when you the first time you use it, you have to authenticate to the Twitter account. But then you can type in new messages that will then appear in this running Twitter that shows anything relating to WUSS 2010. So hopefully this will become useful for WUSS and future conferences, so that you don't have to lug, the program book or the proceedings. You can have everything in a mobile directly on your phone or iPad.